Welcome to Corraling the Chaos podcast, where we talk publicly about the things you're worried about privately. My name is Angela Leah, and I'm your host. This is the event industry podcast for companies and crew, where we're going to dive deep into things like, what does our industry need that it just doesn't have? What are the things you want to know, but you're just too afraid to ask? And what are the biggest opportunities ahead for our industry? We're going to go deep, and nothing is off limits. Hey, y'all. Today on Corraling the Chaos, we're going to talk about what I think are 5 missed opportunities that need to be addressed immediately. So COVID kind of gave us a do-over, right? A chance to rethink how we run our businesses, really just kind of how we think about the world, actually. But it also gave us permission to make some changes within our business. So that's what I want to talk about today. I know it's scary to make changes. We often question ourselves and ask things like, are my customers going to accept the changes I want to make? How would I even go about implementing it? And my favorite is, will I still be competitive if I do this? And the answer is yes, yes, and yes. Stop letting your fear keep you from doing things that are going to make your businesses better, your employees better. These are all opportunities that you need to address right now. All right, let's dive in. The first most significant thing you can do today is to increase your bill rates. It's part of the society we live in today. Inflation's 8.6%. That means your cost of doing business is more expensive today than it's ever been. It's time. What are we waiting for? We recently did a survey and found that 75% of companies have either stayed the same or only moderately increased in the last 2 years. Think about that. You don't have a choice. You have to do this. The second thing you need to do immediately is increase what you pay your crew. All of us are fighting for talent today. 38% of the industry left the industry altogether, overnight, gone. Now, all of a sudden, we have more demand than we've ever had. Demand equals prices going up, right? It's going to cost more to get people. If you're scratching your head wondering why it's so hard to find people with availability and who are saying yes to your jobs, give them more lead time and pay them more. And it's not just the money. Be organized. Send them information. Communicate. People want to work with good companies who do all those things, but also pay them a fair wage. We found 68% of companies in the industry said that how they've paid their crew has either stayed the same or only moderately increased in the last 2 years. It's all about supply and demand, no secret there. And if you want top talent, it's going to cost you. So stop fighting it. Just do it. Just pay it. You might be surprised how much easier it is to staff your events and to crew them with really great people and give your customers really great outcomes. The third thing I would highly recommend is we've got to start leading our customers. I think some in our industry, we have a sales problem. It all starts at the top, right? How the show is sold dictates everything downstream. Sell the shows at good margins. But in order to do that, you have to lead with value, with creativity, with responsiveness. You've got to lead them, teach them something they don't know. And I'm going to say it. Challenge your customers. That's what people are buying. You're the expert. Keep them from making bad mistakes. Lead them. We found in our survey, 92% said lead time has drastically decreased in the last 2 years. But get this, only 20% are applying any surcharge for that. Think about that. You're paying more to get gear. You're paying more to get people. And it costs you more when it's last minute. We all know that, right? Why aren't you passing on that increase to your customers? Incent them by applying a surcharge for last minute requests. Again, educate them on what's going on. Tell them the position you're in, what it means when something's last minute and all the gear is already reserved. There's a shortage of people. Educate them on what our industry looks like now. You have an opportunity to do that. Number 4 is update your payment terms. The cost of money is through the roof today. The cost to borrow, I don't know if you've remortgaged your home lately, it's more than doubled in the last year, the cost to do that. So money's really expensive. And again, going back to educating your customers, helping them understand that. 38% of our industry gets paid upon receipt post-event. So that means 68% of us are providing terms. But guess what? I know with your providers, your vendors, they're not telling you, no, don't worry, it's okay. Pay me in 60 or 90 days. They want their money immediately. So if you're paying them immediately and you're allowing your customers to pay you in 60 days, 90 days, it's not sustainable. And I think we'd all agree. We all want to grow. We all have big plans. Demand is through the roof. We have the leverage here. So it's going to cost more. You're going to have to collect sooner. And I promise you, companies are expecting this. It's not something new. If you were to approach them and change your terms, they're expecting that. That's just the nature of our landscape right now. And last but not least, the fifth missed opportunity that you have a chance to change today is increase your deposits. We found that 59% of companies either collect less than 50% or, wait for it, no deposit at all. That's crazy to me. Probably is to you too, but it's happening. And look, all of us pay deposits when we buy things. So why would it be any different for your customers? And I promise your competition is doing it and you are missing out. I'll leave you with this. Change is hard, but it's necessary. You've been given an opportunity, a gift, permission to change all of these things in your business. Our industry still operates in many ways like they did 20 years ago. Limited tools, antiquated policies, and some of the same pricing models. Today's the day. Stop missing out on what your competition has already figured out.